This isn't clickbait. In week 1 of my big expedition to Alaska, I already managed to mess up. Today, I start driving from Mexico City to the US border in Texas, but there's a few issues. From accepting the invitation of a total stranger to stay in his house in Mexico, to crossing one of the most dangerous stretches of land in the world all alone, to being detained and handcuffed. Seriously.
I can't believe they freaking handcuffed me. What?
There's a lot to come. But first, I have another burning issue.
Look, I'm not a very good planner. I don't really plan things very much in advance. And usually, I can kind of wing it. I can get away with it. But right now, I have a real serious problem that I should have prepared for, and I didn't. In 3 days, I'm meant to be crossing the border from Mexico to the United States. And I'll need insurance in order to be able to drive in the United States. But I don't have one extremely important document that I will need in order to get insured. Don't ask me how I missed this.
The document I'm missing is a kind of international add-on to my driving license, which I've never ever had to use before on my travels, and which I can only sort out in Poland, though right now I'm just trying to do it remotely. Without it, I can't really get US road insurance, and without valid insurance, I can't enter the United States.
So I have asked my grandma to see if she can get it for me in Poland in 1 working day. My grandma is like Superwoman. She's an amazing person. She's so full of energy. She's incredible. She can sort out any logistical hurdle you have. But this is going to be a challenge even for her. So while she does that, an ocean away, with my emotional support, I'm going to have to start driving towards the US border because it's about 4 days away.
Can you imagine a situation where you would want to buy a coat rack while stuck in traffic in the middle of the city? I can't. I guess I can't.
I mean, kudos for the hustle though.
It took me a good couple of hours to get out of Mexico City traffic, so I thought I'd take it easy on my first day of driving towards Texas. Just under 100 miles to my first campsite, not too far from Mexico's capital. See, sometimes not planning too much can actually pay off. Can be a good thing. Because this place is absolutely stunning, and I don't think I would have found it if I had planned, way ahead. It's a bit of a spontaneous decision to stay here. All right, let's get the tent set up. Hola. So, ¿de dónde eres?
Chile.
Chile. ¿De dónde eres? Alemania.
De Barcelona.
¿Y tú? ¿De dónde eres? Mexico. There's a super international crowd here. I mean, definitely did not expect to find a place like this completely randomly and spontaneously by just looking it up on the map of the places that were closest to me at the time. 2 of the girls were celebrating their birthday, so the family brought over some cake. I was very lucky to get in on the action. Not quite vegan, but I'll take it. Got some little guests checking out Odyssey. ¿Te gusta?
Odyssey is definitely a people magnet here in Mexico.
As a thank you for the warm welcome to the campsite, I thought I'd make some food to share. Eric, who I met just now, is from Germany. He has spent the last 2 years living at this very campsite. He just really fell in love with this place and so decided to stay. It seems so simple, doesn't it? It's a feast, and for once I've made something other than pasta with tomato sauce, my signature dish.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for the fajitas.
Yay! Super gringo thing, but hey, I am, I guess, a gringo. Can you believe it? This was day 1 of Expedition Wild. I have officially started heading towards Alaska. And it doesn't really feel like it at all. In fact, it feels completely surreal. It's like, I feel like I've been doing this forever. Which I guess I have. So it doesn't feel like the beginning of a huge expedition. Maybe it just hasn't sunk in yet, But if every campsite along my way is like this, then this is going to be a pretty life-changing journey.
me so happy. It's just really moments like this and places like this that make me feel so free and like I belong, you know? Like there are places in the world where I actually belong. Okay, well, I still have a crisis to solve. So I'm gonna call Grandma to see if she managed to sort anything out. Okay, no answer, so I'll finish up my coffee, get dressed, get ready for the day. Oh my god, check this out. I was just washing up my cup and look what I found in the sink. Trigger warning for arachnophobes. Oh my god, he's huge! This is a really wild place! I'm gonna go over to Odyssey and pack up. Got 6 hours of driving ahead of me today and it's already after 10 and I want to make sure that I get to my next campsite well before sunset so I can still go for a long run. So I'm going to start packing up here. All right, let's get this done. I'm just about to head off, but I've got a guest. So Raul is the owner of this campsite.
Hola, hola, soy Raúl.
What's the name of this campsite?
Es La Burbuja.
La Burbuja.
En Jilotepec, en Estado de México.
Yeah, so it's really close to Mexico City and it's absolutely beautiful. And you've got a present for me, right?
Yeah, it's a sticker, La Burbuja.
Amazing. I'm gonna take the sticker, I'm gonna put it on one of those boxes over there as a souvenir.
Yeah.
Thanks, Raul.
Thank you too.
Okay, one more errand before I leave here. I need to fill up my water tank because it's completely empty and they have a really nice hose with a water connection here, so let's go. Here we go, water in. So the water goes straight through this hole via a pipe down into the water tank that's below. I can have running water here. One of my favorite things about this setup. A long day of driving ahead of me today. 250 miles and a lot of time to think about my crumbling plans to enter the United States. Time to try calling Grandma again to see if she managed to do anything about my missing documents. O, jest. Widzę. Już jest okej. Grandma told me all about her day trip to the mountains that day and then we started talking shop again. A powiedz mi, a jak tam byłaś w tym urzędzie i tam próbowałaś załatwić, to co ta pani powiedziała?
Nie powiedziała mi, że niestety na podstawie skanów dokumentów i skanu podpisu nie może tego zrobić.
Aha, czyli to muszą być oryginały po prostu.
Tak, powiedziała mi wyraźnie, że muszę jej dosłać, że muszę mieć oryginał dokumentów, a w końcu może jakoś wjechać do tych Stanów, czy dalej nie?
Jeszcze nie wiem. Jeszcze czekam na decyzję, czekam na potwierdzenie. Jest mała szansa, że tak. No dobra, no to zobaczymy jak pójdzie. Mam nadzieję, że dobrze.
No to pójdziecie.
No całuję cię mocno, śpi dobrze.
Pa.
So Grandma didn't manage to make things work, which is fine. It's normal. So we need to find an alternative solution. I'm supposed to be crossing the border very, very soon, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a delay. Should have planned this a little bit better, shouldn't I? At that point, I didn't even realize that this document issue would become the least of my problems when entering the United States. I always feel like time is slipping through my fingers. No matter if I arrive early or late, it's always the same. By the time I set up and go for a run and come back to relax, it already feels like the next day is about to begin. I keep telling myself to slow the hell down.
Can you hear that donkey? He's calling out to me because I promised him some fruit. And he can see that I've got fruit in my hand. So first things first, morning coffee. Oh, so good. And now, hey, ooh, what's this? It's a nice fruit. Oh, come on, try it. He's probably never had guava. Don't have food for you, but I do have cuddles. I know this may sound counterintuitive, but my favorite way to slow down is to speed up. Running is my medicine. When I get to warm up to silly pop songs like Mami or Despacito and dance around pretending like nobody's watching. When I get out on the trail and set an intention for the run ahead and clear my mind of everything. Run and meditate. Run and smile. Run, just run. Today I'm on my way to Saltillo, around 250 miles north towards Texas. And today I'm going to be staying at a stranger's house. Primi, or at least that's what I think he's called, emailed me a little while ago inviting me over to his family's home. Since I was going down that way, I thought it might be nice to get hosted by a local family just before the border crossing. Bear in mind, I had no idea who they were or what to expect, but that's part of the adventure, isn't it? I'm almost there, but since I've been driving for the last 5 hours, I am really sweaty. And as usual, the bag on my shorts is just completely wet. Looks like I peed myself. So I'm gonna get changed quickly. This should do. Now, the next challenge is to actually put these on. Yep, I'm in the middle of the city. Okay, I think I'm ready to meet other humans.
Nice meeting you, Primi.
Nice and safe. Well, Odyssey's gonna have a great night here in this garage. All right, let's go and say hi. Hey. Hey. Oh, wow, es muy bonito. Check this out. This is so amazing. I can't believe it. Primi's family made me this amazing barbecue and it's all vegan. So I can't believe it. Primi got me some vegan cheese. Thank you so much. So what's happening here, Primi?
Usually we have the tradition that whoever joins us and is new to us makes the salsa.
To be honest, I had no idea what to do with this traditional Mexican mortar and pestle or molcajete. Let's just say I tried to follow my host's instructions. I am feeling so blessed right now. This looks absolutely incredible. Every single platter, every single plate just looks so fresh and delicious. Alright, this is a taste test. Check this out. A plate full of beautiful grilled vegetables, amazing salsa, which I helped to make with some guidance, and vegan chorizo, vegan cheese. Let's dig in. I just had my first sip of chamoy, and let me tell you, tastes so interesting. That's a good word for it. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
It's like sparkling tomato juice.
Exactly.
Primi and his family also invited over a singer, Orlando, to join us. Orlando gave us an amazing performance of all favorite American songs while Primi worked his barbecue magic. What a surreal evening for me. What incredible hospitality. I really hadn't expected any of this. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely delicious. Warm, super juicy, super sweet, so soft. Incredible. So Primi's family invited me to stay over inside their house, but that would have meant moving out of their bedroom. And I was like, no way, I'm just gonna stay inside my rooftop tent.
So, I mean, setting it up indoors, that's a new kind of adventure. I've never done that before. It's time to leave, which is so sad. But there's Primi and his girls in that Jeep over there. They said that they want to escort me for a couple of minutes, so here we go. You know, we're always told that the world is a scary, dangerous place, but my experience has been quite different. Yes, of course, there are places that might be dangerous or risky, but I would say that people, for the most part, are kind. In order to really get to know the world, you need to go and see it for yourself. And it's much nicer and much kinder than you'd expect. Well, that was a nice little break from my anxiety and general mess around the entering the United States situation, and I should probably get back into sorting that out because that's just not gonna go away all by itself. So yeah, let me just get to my next campsite and then I'll start working on it again. Not every day of overlanding is gorgeously sunny, but even in weather like this, we can get really good news. In fact, a breakthrough. Hi, Ava here. How's it going? Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help. So my insurance agent said that he's gonna send me the insurance in just a few minutes from now, which means that I can head straight for the border with Texas, which is so exciting. I can actually enter the US right now. I mean, the road itself is not very safe. I've heard so many stories. You know, Primi that I was staying with the other day, he told me that he got chased on this road, him and his family, about 8 months ago. Chased by most likely organ traffickers. It's not a very safe road at all. So I've received some really good tips as to when to go and where to go and what to do. So that's the next challenge. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for the insurance to come through and then pack up and then go. I can't reveal exactly what happened to validate my documents and push my insurance through because I don't want to get anyone in trouble. Let's just say it was a few very kind people coming together to help me out in an emergency, and yes, it was totally legal and legit. But at this point, I still didn't realize that neither the extra documents, nor the insurance, nor organ traffickers would be my enemies. In fact, soon I would start to doubt in everything I had said about kindness and hospitality while traveling. So I don't think I can wait for this rain to stop because I really need to hit the road. Still raining, still pouring, and I need to pack up the tent, which means being outside for about 10 minutes. So rather than getting all my clothes soaked, I thought I'll just embrace the rain in my swimsuit. I mean, then I can just dry myself off, right? I highly recommend it. So wet. It's just water. I'm just being dramatic. Okay, it's time to hit one of the most dangerous roads in the world, and here is why it's so risky. This stretch of land where Mexico borders with the United States is infamous for gang and cartel activity, high levels of crime, and human trafficking. Everyone I spoke to told me to take the paid toll roads, not stop if I don't have to, be quick about it, and just head straight for the border crossing. So it's quite a scary place. So what I've decided to do is share my live location with Primi, so he can track me for the next couple of hours, and in case I disappear off the radar, at least he'll have my location. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but it's the only thing I can think of to make this passage a little bit safer.
Within a couple of hours, I had reached the border town of Nuevo Laredo and hoped to cross into the United States with all documents sorted out. Little did I know, this was about to become a horror story.
Here it is, the border. I know I'm still so nervous to be here. I don't know. I guess I just always get nervous at border crossings, and this one especially. I mean, Mexico, US. This is a big one. Entering the United States with my car. I've never done that before. Let's see what happens. They handcuffed me. They fucking handcuffed me. So when I went through the border, my passport usually gets flagged because it usually contains some unusual visas, and this time it was Pakistan and Iraq. So I get flagged, and I drive my car, and they ask me to take everything out. I say, this is going to take a long time, and they just say, we've got time. So I proceed to take everything out of Odyssey, and I put it outside. I'm taking everything out, they're checking it, they're double checking it. Meanwhile, they're asking me loads of questions. So different people come up to me at different points, and they're all asking me the same questions to, I guess, cross-check my answers. And then once everything is out of the car and double-checked and scanned and triple-checked, this woman comes over and she tells me to put my hands behind my back. And that's what I do. And she tells me to leave everything and come with her. So I'm coming with her, and I ask, am I being arrested? Is something wrong? And she says, no, you're not being arrested, but just keep your hands behind your back. This is like before the handcuff story. We go inside into the big border checkpoint building, and I get taken into a cell. An actual cell with no windows, with a lock on the door, with, all the things you'd expect from a cell, which is not much. And then she asks me to take off all of my jewelry, and then she begins to do a pat down, which, yeah, I'm just standing there with my hands and my forehead against the wall, my legs outstretched, and she's just properly patting me down. I have never been patted down like that. She almost puts her fingers up my, And meanwhile, again, with the questions, same questions over and over again. And then other people come in, 3 people, and they take me to another cell where they sit me down, and they're asking me all the same questions all over again and more. They're asking me everything. How much money I make, who pays me, where my family lives, do I have siblings, what are the names of my father and mother and brothers, and all these questions. And then I'm just sitting there answering all the questions for like an hour and a half. 3 people. Then they take a photo of me at the end, and then they take me to another room where I get fucking handcuffed. I got handcuffed. For what? After they checked my car, they checked my body, pretty much my fucking insides. They asked me all the questions they could think of about my private life, and then they handcuffed me? For what? With no word of explanation. Oh. I thought I was about to get deported. I was thinking, oh my God. So this is how it begins. I can't even get to Alaska. So I'm sitting there handcuffed, and then another 25 minutes later, half an hour later, the same woman who had been questioning me comes back and asks me to come round so I can get my visa stamped. And I'm like, what? You're actually letting me in after all this? And so that was that. 6-month visa. Cool. What was that? What was that? I mean, I understand they might think that I'm carrying drugs or something, but wouldn't it have sufficed to just like send a dog into my car and check? So that was the beginning of my United States adventure. I'm here. I'm in Laredo, Texas. And now I think I need to go to sleep. Because this was way too much for one day. Okay. I can't believe they freaking handcuffed me. What? Okay. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna end on a happy note. I'm really excited to be here. And I'm happy that it all worked out. And I'm crying for like the second freaking time in this one video, but I'm really happy that I'm here. And that I can finally start going north. So, I'm really looking forward to my US adventures. Just need to calm down after that slightly traumatic welcome. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you